Welcome to another episode of Casual Citizen, an ongoing series about the upcoming first-person MMO Star Citizen by Cloud Imperium Games. I'm your host, Alyciana from the Mystic Worlds Gaming blog. This week's episode takes us back to the outer reaches of the Star Citizen universe. Let's explore another star system. It's Cathcart, one of the systems in my top 10 must-see list. Please sit back, relax, and enjoy. Begin transmission. Directly from CIG as printed in an Observist article on robertspaceindustries.com. Greetings, traveler. There are millions of sights to see in the universe. While the team at Observist is here to make sure you get the best traveling experience possible, the true traveler goes beyond the safe and secure into the wild and unpredictable edges of the universe. This is Observist Dark, chronicling the systems where safety is not guaranteed. Today we're taking you to the ultimate den of thieves, the capital of crime, the nexus of the nefarious. That's right, traveler, we're heading to Cathcart. End quote. Astronomically speaking, Cathcart is fundamentally a void, a star without true planets. It's a loose chain of asteroids and many worlds orbiting far from a green band. With this structure, there was no compelling reason for the system to be developed, let alone inhabited. Cathcart was initially charted about 500 years ago, listed as a Class C military zone and abandoned. When attention returned to the system, it was for security purposes. The Navy initiated a plan to build a snooping post in Cathcart. However, improvements in scanning technology increased rapidly shortly after, negating the need for a large orbital spy post. Work on the Navy's partially built platform was terminated, leaving Cathcart to the void. Sometime later, Cathcart's usefulness was revisited. It was identified as a location where the military could store spacecraft and a limited amount of supplies. With no planets or local populace to manage, it could be used as a staging area, making it easy to recrew the ships and deploy them in the event of a crisis. Decision made, prefab processing industrial units were towed into the system. For decades, the system amassed all types of military spacecraft: cruisers, destroyers, carriers, and frigates, all floating aimlessly in space. As the galactic expansion moved beyond the region, the UEE left the vicinity. The idea of using the system as a staging area was all but forgotten. It was reclassified yet again, this time as private industry, and the salvage rights were sold to the highest bidders. Cathcart had become a junkyard, and not a well-monitored one at that. Eventually, someone came up with a plan for what the government had discarded. An enterprising pirate named Wando recognized its potential. He set the precedent in motion that would transform Cathcart into a pirate's den. He recognized that the abandoned platform and ships could be used to house his cartel. By 2750, other pirates had come to the same conclusion. Small clans, illegal cartels, and individual pirates retrofitted the various ship hulls into homes and bases of operation. They snaked them together by whatever means necessary. Goodbye, Cathcart. Hello, Spider. A straggling, world-sized mass of retired ships, half-built platforms, and abandoned colonizers, all held together with a prayer and pleximetal. Using Spider as a jumping-off point, pirates raided the surrounding systems and occasionally each other. Buyers looking to obtain illegal merchandise were drawn to the area, which in turn encouraged the establishment of permanent businesses. The UEE became aware of the system's transformation, but was unwilling to dedicate the money or the resources to reverse it. Spider is a living beast, continually expanding. New wrecks and abandoned ships are joined to the maze on a daily basis. It's a labyrinth on a grand scale. Taking a wrong turn could lead to a new find or your death equally. When you enter Spider, you are very literally taking your life in your hands. No insurance company will insure a spacecraft that is knowingly going to Cathcart. This den of thieves has one saving grace. If you're accepted as a member of the pack, the wolves won't strike. However, establishing those credentials can be tricky and unhealthy for your lifespan. If you insist on visiting, your best course of action is to dock at one of the locations that requires password access. Entering through one of these secured locations gives you an air of being a member. The current protocol for docking is to signal the tower 4 times for a vector approach. Any other number will immediately flag you as an outsider. You'll also need to know the following docking location passwords. Charm's weapons landing zone is Egg Brain. Lance's lair, also called Organs, is 42 Equinox. Dace Cad quarters is Dorit. Spinward Toxin Farm is High Noon. It's interesting to note that even pirates may harbor a fondness for historical references from Earth. Dorit is likely a reference to Little Dorrit by Charles Dickens. It's considered a classic look at society's view of poverty and crime in Victorian England. And the classic American Western film High Noon that examines loyalty in the face of seemingly insurmountable odds. Even with these passwords, you are at great risk when entering Spider. I don't advise going alone. Always be on your guard. A friendly smile can just as quickly turn into a knife in the back. Show notes. For this week's show notes, I'll provide you a link to the Cathcart Galactic Guide. If you've enjoyed this episode, please consider subscribing to my channel and giving the episode a thumbs up. All the kind words and support are much appreciated. Also be sure to check me out on www.redacted.tv, where I'll be bringing you newsworthy articles on Star Citizen. As ever, be kind and fly safe. This is Alyciana signing off until next time. End transmission.